First opened in 2006. We're at beautiful Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri. Today, it's an NL Central Division matchup between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Alex Reyes is on the mound for the Cardinals. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
Into the box now,
leading off
Christian
the afternoon for Pittsburgh.
And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Number 27.
First delivery to him on the way. And the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1, and we're underway in St. Louis. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come into this one fresh off a victory last time out that ended a 6-game losing streak.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps, line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he's looking for 3 right out of the gates today. And he'll make it to third with a triple. Boy, that line drive was a blur off the bat, which means it's definitely worth looking at on show track. And how about this for an exit velocity? 116 miles an hour. That's right up there with the fastest we've seen. Standing in now, Chris Wiggins, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Reyes is kind of an interesting guy when you dig into his starting pitching tendencies. As starters go, he does a nice job of limiting base hits, but what's proven to give him trouble at times is the walk. He tends to issue a lot of free passes, more than you'd like to see.
That's an interesting note, Matty D. And I think one of the things that he doesn't give himself enough credit for, when he falls behind in the count, 2-1, 3-1, he's the kind of guy that's just not going to lay one in there and let you whack it. He'd rather start with a fresh count to a new batter. So I wouldn't look at that as a negative. He just isn't the kind of guy that's real aggressive when he falls behind in the count.
Now a curveball blocked by Molina. And he'll make it back in safely at third. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Coming to the plate now, Scott Gifford. His average coming in way up there in the 380s. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Oh, that's off the
plate. A ball and a strike. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
D-Row, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
The 1-2. Runner goes. And this is low, but Molina's able to prevent it from getting away. Not nearly in time as he took that one on the pitcher.
Putting a lot of pressure on him here to start the inning. Runners on the corners, and they send the runner from first. Got in there safely, and now that takes the double play possibility away and gives them 2 guys in scoring position.
And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And he pops it up. Carpenter in foul ground. Oh, he botched it. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Now batting, Curtis Wiggins. He's yet to get into the hit column in the series, 0 for 7. First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball just misses for ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
1-1 the count. The 1-1. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. 1 run is scored. And he's in safely to third as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Man, he might have slept on the wrong side of the bed or something last night. He's given up a double and a triple in the first inning, and he looks shaky at best.
Now at the plate, Bart Wiggins. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. He's set. Here it comes. Fouled off. Gifford at third. Wiggins stands at second. No outs. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
In the dirt that time, but a good block there by Molina to keep it close. Three and one.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Swing, strike 2.
We got 3 and 2.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. A payoff pitch one more time. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. You can kiss it goodbye. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Pirates are up 5-0 now. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
Batting 6, the catcher, Brian Brummett.
Stepping in now, Brian Brummett. Hit hard back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Into the box, Owen Christian fouled away. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Skied into straightaway right. Martinez is under it. 1 down. Chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I'll keep an eye on the leadoff guy and see what he can do in this one. He comes in leading the NL in stolen bases, so for him, it's all about getting on base and letting things happen with his wheels. Everyone knows when he gets on, he's going.
Stepping into the box, Tyler Wiggins, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Here comes the first pitch. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. Runner at first here, one man out. Way outside. 1-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Runner! There we go. And this one gets away. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, his struggles continue.
It's
been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Here comes the Cardinal manager up out of the dugout out to the mound, and a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart most likely to a chorus of boos here, as he just didn't have it today, as he leaves without being able to finish an inning.
Please.
John Gant comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning. Into the box now, Joe Wiggins, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. The 1-1 misses, ball 2.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
Hit out towards second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. Home half of the first coming up from Busch Stadium. Pirates 5, the Cardinals coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Joe Wiggins, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in a ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
In there, 0-1. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape, winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there. You gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Hit hard to the right side, but foul.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Popped straight up. And that'll get down for a base hit. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
Batting second, the second baseman, Colton Wong.
Colton Wong will stand in. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. From the stretch. And he lays off there 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Bermott is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
First offering on its way. In there for strike 1, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2.
Oh, I love facing pitchers like this. He's leaving nothing to the imagination. Coming to get him some.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high, 1-2. Martinez stands at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. A strikeout always works too.
Here's Matt Carpenter. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 11 home runs and 32 driven in. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. 2 out with the man at first. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. The 1-2. And he's able to fight this one off, foul to the right, and the count will hold at 1-2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. One left for the Cardinals. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. So striding in, Christian. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter. The 1-2 misses off the plate.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a two-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
Three and two now.
And obviously, this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard, too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he could take you out of the yard.
That ball is absolutely crushed. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 9 on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. That home run is definitely worth giving the show track treatment to. And as we look at it, not only an impressive distance shot, but the 110 miles an hour exit velocity is nothing to scoff at either. That's a big boy home run.
Now batting, left fielder, Chris.
Standing in now, Chris Wiggins. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. The average for him coming in at 322. 6 home runs and 23 driven in. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Liner in there for a base hit.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Stepping up now, Scott Gifford. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
You can tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses.
Now, this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Runner goes for second. Grounded to first. And this will wind up working as a sacrifice as he steps on first, allowing the runner to move into second.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
He's set and the pitch. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Ozuna is under it. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. The tag is good, and they get him a double play. And very quickly here, the side is retired. One in the inning for the Pirates on the home run. And as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's the Pirates 6 and the Cardinals nothing. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Wiggins has looked dominant this year in a way that we don't often see from rookie starters. Dan Dero, you guys think he's the real deal, or is the league going to adjust to him?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, Dero, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
The shortstop.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1. And it's fouled away.
Whoa,
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
Takes this the other way to right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
It's a nice job by the batter right there. Able to fight off a high fastball and slap it the other way for a single.
The center fielder, Harrison Bader.
So a runner on first with 1 out now. And into bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. First pitch of the at-bat. Heading out towards shallow right. Wiggins is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting it, the catcher, Yadier.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike. DeYoung is off at first with 2 away. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Cards leave 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Clint Hurdle during the commercial break about the Pirates offense, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for Pittsburgh.
Ready for another chance. Bart Wiggins. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Oh, and not a swing for the bubblegum card there. It's 1-1. And this one's high and tight, backing him up 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Brian Brummett will be next. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call.
Catcher,
busted him
5.
inside on a 3-1 count. The ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Into the box now, Brian Brummett. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Here's the 0-1. Smoked on the ground left side. And he gives it the old Olay at third, and he gets right by him into left.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Owen Christian.
Stepping in now, Owen Christian, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 0-1 pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. None out, runners at first and second. Fastball well outside.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Two and 2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost
Now
everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through into left, a base hit. He'll come home with it. Now the tag by Molina, but it comes too late. He's in there to score.
When you're up by 7 runs, any time in a game, let alone this early, it feels awfully good. They are hitting on all cylinders here, but they have to be careful not to let off the gas pedal now.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Joe Wiggins. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw to first in time, but the safety squeeze there gets him a run.
Wow, a perfectly executed safety squeeze right there, and that's such a tough play to defend when it's done right. It can be risky, of course, but not as much as the suicide squeeze. Good call from the dugout on that one.
So coming to the plate, Christian Brummett, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Martinez will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Pirates lead it 8-0. Standing in, John Gant. He'll try and do what he can to work for cutting into this big deficit.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Well, now it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next will be the right-handed hitting Jose Martinez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line.
Well, the pitcher's got to respect that. Third baseman getting dirty right there, trying to save him some extra base.
The second baseman, Colton Wall.
Here's Colton Wong now as he rips it on the ground to second. One there on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. So digging in now, Chris Wiggins.
Leading off for Pittsburgh, the left fielder, Chris Wiggins.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope.
And that misses for ball 1. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Throwing to second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Now batting, the first baseman, Scott Gifford.
Digging in to try it again. Scott Gifford comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Too high. 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Hit sharply on the ground. Taken in by Wong. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the shortstop, Curtis Wiggins.
So striding forward now, Curtis Wiggins. He's set. Here it comes. Ball one. Line towards center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Boy, talking about being an impact guy in today's game. That RBI base hit right there gives him 3 RBIs on the day, D-Row.
Yeah, I remember sitting on the bench talking to Chipper Jones. He wanted to always put a biscuit in a basket. This guy's got 3 of them.
In now, Bart Wiggins. Fouled off. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to short. DeYoung's got it. Wrong for 1. On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Bucks out in front, 9-0. Now at the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
The first
But
baseman.
it was a good change-up, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He
third
fell
baseman,
behind
number
2-0 to start
13.
the at-bat. That's
Matt
a pretty bad place to be, but
Carpenter.
then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Into the box, Matt Carpenter. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-1. Right side. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. The flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder,
Good
number
range
23.
off into the hole
Marcel.
right there. That's not an easy
Oh,
play, but
do
these
not.
guys make it look that way sometimes.
Into the box now, Marcell Ozuna. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. To short. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit.
Your
John
attention,
Brebbia
please.
gets the call to pitch
Now
here, and he'll
pitching
try to
for the
sort
Cardinals.
this mess out. He's going to
Number
try to at
60.
least eat a couple of
John
innings for his guys.
Brebbia.
Digging in once again, Brian
Leading off
Brummett.
the
He's
fifth.
in to get things going
catcher,
here in inning number 5.
Brian Brummett.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Well, this one had the makings of a great pitcher's duel, but has developed into something of a lopsided contest. What do you make of this one, fellas?
Yeah, Matty, we are expecting a pitcher's duel in this one. It's working for one guy. The other guy, not so much. Didn't have good feel for his breaking stuff or his off speed and had to come over the middle of the plate. I don't care how hard you throw, Dan. In this league, guys will catch up to it.
You know what, Dero, you hit it. It's been the story of two really good pitchers, two power pitchers. One guy making good pitches, the other not making good pitches, leaving some balls out over the plate, and hence he's walking. It looks like he's going to walk away taking a loss in this one.
One gloves it, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Owen Christian.
Stepping up to the plate, Owen Christian. First pitch on its way. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting, third baseman, Tyler Wiggins.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Tyler Wiggins. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Went after the high one there. A swing and a miss. Christian leads off first with 1 away.
Nope.
That misses. 1-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will kick off the fence now up against the Cardinal bullpen. Christian is on his way home. He'll score easily as they extend their lead even further. So these guys have now scored in each of the first 5 innings. And in case you're wondering how often a team scores at least 1 run every inning, our crack staff tells us it's happened 7 times in the National League, most recently by the Rockies in 1999. At the plate, Joe Wiggins. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
Swing and a liner. And that's through into left, a base hit. Wiggins rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores as they extend their lead even further.
So they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Christian Brummett. First pitch coming. Here it is.
0-1, no
Trying to
strike.
work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have.
That ball is absolutely crushed.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Now batting, left fielder, Chris Wiggins.
Standing in now, Chris Wiggins, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. This is line to left. Ozuna will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Well, he hit
The
that
first
ball
base,
pretty
number
well,
10.
but the only problem was
Yeah.
that he pulled off it just a
Skipper.
bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Ladies
Josh
and gentlemen,
Bell will come
your
on as a
attention,
pinch
please.
hitter.
Pinch hitting for the Pirates, number 55, Josh Bell.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. 4 runs here in this half inning. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they score 4 times on 4 base hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. Pirates on top, 13-0. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside
Your
the strike
attention,
zone.
please.
That's leading to a lot
A
of soft
defensive
contact
change
and
for
easy
the
outs.
Pirates.
So the focus going
Now playing
forward
first
is
base,
on shrinking the zone
number
and
55,
forcing the opposing pitching to
Josh
throw more strikes.
Bell.
All right, Heidi, thank you. So that brings in the power-hitting middle
Leading
infielder,
off,
Paul
fourth base
DeYoung.
Lewis.
He leads off in the
The
bottom of the 5th
shortstop,
as they look to break
Paul
through on the scoreboard for the first
DeYoung.
time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was
Now
a little
batting,
in the pitcher's favor,
the
but
center
it
fielder,
wasn't outrageous. Hey,
Harrison
listen, calling balls and strikes
Bader.
is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader.
At the
A ball and no strikes. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year.
Oh,
But you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Yadier Molina. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Here's the 0-1. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Bader leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. 2-2 to the Cardinals catcher.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Sent on the ground out to second. Christian scoops it up, and a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
The pitcher,
Not
number
sure the
60.
spin throw was necessary there,
John
but it sure looked good.
Rivia.
Would have been questionable if he threw it away, but he put it right on the money for the out.
Your
Shed
attention,
Jerko
please.
will be charged with the
Pitch hitting
job
for
of
the
getting
Cardinals.
that guy home as
Number
he'll pinch
3.
it with 2 gone and
Yeah.
a runner at third.
Jerko.
Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone. A man on third with 2 down. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Pulled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. The 1-2. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Wiggins moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. Still looking up at a 13-0 score.
Ladies
Dominic
and
Leone
your
gets the call to
attention,
pitch here, and he'll try to
Now
sort this
pitching
mess
for the
out. He's
Cardinals.
going to try to at least eat
Number
a couple
55.
of innings for his guys.
Dominic Leone.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Curtis
Leading
Wiggins.
off of Pittsburgh, the shortstop, Curtis Wiggins.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike taken up in the zone.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches.
The batter,
that was a 3-pitch
right fielder.
strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has,
Wiggins.
it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
In now, Bart Wiggins, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here it comes, 0-2. And a check swing here, appealed down to third, but James Kingsley says he held up. Ball 1. Well, right back at him, and it hit him. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play, and hopefully the pitcher's okay.
Your
Adam
attention,
Wainwright
please.
is forced onto the mound
Now
now
pitching
following
for
the
the
injury.
Cardinals. Number 50, Adam Wainwright.
Digging in, Brian Brummett. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Brummett.
Edward Arnold will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the bases empty. Wainwright has finished off more than 1,900 career innings during his time in the big leagues, and in that time he struck out more than 1,600 batters. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that. I don't know if the hitter was trying to work the ball the other way, but whatever it was, it just did not look good.
Oh, and look out as they brush him back here. It's ball 1. The 1-2. This is foul right side. He'll try again. 1-2. Hit down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
The 3-2 pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Stepping in, Owen Christian, man at first after the 2-out walk.
Your attention,
Adam
please.
Frazier will look for
Pinch
some
hitting for the
2-out
Pirates.
magic here as he'll pinch
Number
hit with 2
26,
gone and a runner at first.
Adam Frazier.
No balls and a strike to count. Ready with the 0-1. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about with the first baseman holding the runner on. It's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Pirates leave 1, but they hold a commanding 13-0 lead.
Ladies
Edward
and gentlemen,
Arnold
your
will stay in the
attention,
ball
please.
game as he'll likely do the
Now
catching
catching.
from here out.
Number 24, Edward Arnold. Now
Adam
it's
Frazier
second.
will stay in the
Number
ball game now as he
26,
comes on to
Adam
play second here.
Frazier.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping
Leading
in,
up
Jose
for the
Martinez. He'll lead
The
off
right
for the
fielder,
Redbirds here in their half of the
Jose
6th inning.
This one doesn't look good
Martinez.
so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
0-2 the count to Jose Martinez.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Colton Wong.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. He's lined out and hit into a double play in his first 2 trips. First delivery to him on the way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Wiggins giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Down in order go the Cardinals. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Up next for the Buccos, Tyler Wiggins. He'll be in there to start things out against Adam Wainwright.
Tyler
First
Wiggins.
pitch coming from Wainwright. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. The windup and the 0-1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Now a swing and a ground ball for Wong at second. He's right there, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the pitcher, Joe Wiggins.
Digging in, Joe Wiggins, and an opportunity here for a 4th plate appearance here this afternoon, and you have to say he's really earned it. Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to first, and Wainwright has it working now. 2 away.
The center fielder, number 27, Christian Drummond.
Christian Drummond will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ballgame. As we flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats.
Your
Fred
attention, please.
Wiggins will come on now as the pitch hitter.
Number 25, Fred Wiggins.
Good downward action there, and it's 0-1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 1 home run and 6 RBIs. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Wiggins is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at. Right side, fair ball down the line.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the left fielder.
Ready for another shot now, Chris Wiggins. From the stretch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. That's wide, 2-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Back up the middle. And the throw to Wong, and the inning is over.
Ladies
One
and
left
gentlemen,
for Pittsburgh,
please join me
but
for
they
the
hold a
traditional
commanding
7th-inning stretch.
13-0 lead.
Your
Fred
attention, please.
Wiggins will stay in the
A
ballgame
defensive
as he
change
takes
for
over
the
in
Pirates.
center.
Now playing center field, number 25.
Stepping in, Matt Carpenter.
Wiggins.
He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as
Leading
we
up
move
for the
into the
Cardinals,
later innings.
the
Down
third
by
baseman,
a bundle, it's
Matt
time to get some base runners
Carpenter.
and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Wiggins shading to his right, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The left fielder,
Every
number
pitcher loves
23.
to get quick outs, right?
Marcel.
How about that? One pitch,
Oh,
one out,
do
a pop
not.
up to start the inning.
Ready once again, Marcell Ozuna. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Line drive to center field. Wiggins is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, the shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
Settling in now, Paul DeYoung. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Wiggins looks up. See you later. Over the wall. Home run. It's a solo shot here for Paul DeYoung. 4th home run for him on the season, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Now batting, center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Stepping in now, Harrison Bader. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Pittsburgh leads this one 13-1. Josh Bell the next to hit. His career line against Wainwright, batting .500, 5 for 10. He's taken him deep once.
Bell.
The windup and the 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has zero chance to make a play on. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
Ball 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Swing and a liner, but foul. Bell leads off second with nobody out. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Line drive to left. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Oh, and a highlight reel catch there, no doubt. He laid out to sacrifice his body, brought it in, and secured it all the way to the ground. You know his pitcher really appreciates an effort like that.
Into the box, Bart Wiggins, as Wainwright's able to jump ahead of him here with strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now the 0-1. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. 0-2 count, and the pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Digging in for his second at-bat, Edward Arnold, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. Oh, and just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. Wainwright ready, the 1-1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. Pirates leave 1, but you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead.
Ladies
Kevin
and
McCarthy
gentlemen,
is
your
on the pitch
attention,
out of the
please.
bullpen in the bottom
Now
half of the
pitching
8th.
for the Pirates, number 61, Kevin McCarthy.
Digging in, Yadier Molina. He's
Leading
0
off
for
for
2 in the
St.
ball
Louis.
game so far.
The
I
catcher,
mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player. Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more is looked at for ball 1.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
To first. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The pitcher, number 50.
Look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone.
Your attention,
and this
please.
guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow
number
a walk
34.
all game long.
Jairo Munoz.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Lifted in the air out to right. Moving under it, Wiggins. 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jose Martinez.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Jose Martinez. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the...
And the third baseman makes the play. That ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. And they remain well behind.
Your
Jordan
attention,
Hicks
please.
Comes on to pitch
Now
now hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Jordan
Stepping
Hicks.
into the box, Adam Frazier. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, big
Leading off
time
for the
K
Pirates.
last time up,
The
and it's
second
been a
baseman,
tough series for him
Adam
so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the
Now
gap.
batting,
Both outfielders
third
give it a chase, but
Tyler
they can't catch up to it. Next thing you
Wiggins.
know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
Standing in now, Tyler Wiggins, as he hits it weakly on the ground toward first. And they'll only be able to get the out at first here as the run is in to score from third.
Great job to cash in following that leadoff triple. Infield's back, so you just want to make sure you get it on the ground, and that's an easy RBI.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Kevin McCarthy. He's set, and the pitch. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The center fielder, number 25, Fred Wiggins.
Now at the plate, Fred Wiggins. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid one hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
The 1-0. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. Pirates lead it 14-1. Striding into the box, Colton Wong starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Line drive to left, and call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the 9th.
Take a look at this again in slow
Now
motion.
batting,
He tracks
first
this
baseman,
thing all the way,
Paul
gets his hands quickly through the zone,
Smith,
and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Into the box now, Paul Goldschmidt, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Wong gets his lead at first, nobody out. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base
Now
hit.
batting,
Are you kidding
third
me?
baseman,
He had already had the hat
Matt
trick. He was staring the
Carpenter.
golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said, no dice.
Stepping in now, Matt Carpenter. He swings and grounds it to short. To Frazier at the bag. On to first, and they get them both.
Well, there's the pitcher's
The left
best
fielder,
friend
number
right there.
23.
The inning was off to a
Marcel.
rough start, right? But nothing changes that
Duda.
like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
In now, Marcell Ozuna, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Nope, that's down.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first will be in time for the final out, and the Pirates are back in the win column again as they take game 3 of the series, and the ball game is over. 14-1 the final tally here. The Pirates came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Joe Wiggins earns win number 7 on the season. Alex Reyes couldn't get out of the first in this one as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us and remind you to please drive home safely.